All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol RKT, Rocket Companies Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, Rocket Companies continues to hit lows here, right? We hit lows all the way down at 1945 earlier last week, and here we are falling, breaking through support again. This is slightly hanging out in the 20s. It's been kind of stagnant there, right? We've just been hanging out sideways with Rocket Companies. But again, as I've stated in my previous videos for all the first-time viewers, anything below 1830 would be concerning, because then that means that this could be on its way down to newer lows. Now at $20.00, that is getting closer to 1945. So that's something to keep in mind as well. This is starting to slowly slow down in volume, and also slow down in volume coming in and selling, because we're only having 7 million in volume. I mean, that's pretty low. That's why it's been kind of hanging out slowly sideways, and also the inflow versus the outflow is causing this downfall that we're having, and it's in a very bearish run. So very important number is 34 and some change. This needs to break through $34. I just want to round it down, because the cents right now, it doesn't make a difference compared to how far down we are. As we get closer to it, we would want to narrow it down to specifics, but $34 is a very pivotal number for the bulls to hit newer highs and newer resistance levels. Again, like I've been saying, this has been in a bearish run. As long as it doesn't break through 1830, we should be fine. But let's zoom in here and see what's important for tomorrow. So this actually broke through support, and it's hanging out now sideways after having a very bearish run throughout the day. Now the 50-day moving average is not moving by much. It's been kind of hanging out sideways now for a couple of days, and it's $20.49. The 50-day moving average now is significantly above the resistance and our support. So we've accomplished now to be in bearish territory. All the investors are now here in bearish territory. Every single time they slightly break through the 50-day moving average, it accomplishes by the bears again to fall down into bearish territory. So let's go ahead and move our support to its new location and our resistance to its new location. Obviously, those numbers previously from yesterday are still important, but right now we want to narrow down and see what's important for tomorrow. So this is a very narrow stretch here. This is going to be a true tug of war to see if the bears are going to tear this down even further to newer lows and new support levels, or will the bulls reappear? So the bulls need a breakthrough 2014 to hit newer highs, right? So they need a breakthrough 2014, turn that into a support, and start to work their way up back to new levels of resistance. Now, the bulls don't have control until they break through 2049. And that's the most significant part about all of this. 2049 needs to be broken through by the bulls to even get back into bullish territory, and for the bulls to start to gain momentum. 2014 just gives us a sense of direction, but does not mean that the bulls have gained control or that they're on their way back to gaining control. So they need to break through it and continue to work their way up and build momentum from here. But the true resistance level and important level of resistance that needs to be broken through by the bulls is 2049, turn into a support, and move as far as they can from it in an upward direction to get deeper into bullish territory. Now, on the other hand, we have our support level, and that support level is 1990. The bears want to break through it. That's the lowest point reached within these last couple of days, and if 1990 gets broken through, it could start getting closer to those lows that we recently saw here previously at 1940 and 1939. So very important for the bulls to stay away from that, and the bears are going to aim towards hitting those numbers. And the first level of support that they need to break through is 1990 and hit right through it to break through newer lows and newer support levels. So I want to emphasize how important it is to pay close attention to the behavior of this stock if it breaks through 1990 and starts to hit newer lows. Super important to keep that in mind and bear with the reaction of how the stock is behaving within those levels. Is it moving sideways? Is it breaking through it significantly and hitting newer lows quickly? Or are the bulls even trying to reappear? And so forth. Now, if the bulls reappear, that does not mean they've gained control or they're on their way to gaining control. Because even if they reappear, they need to come in hefty and strong to bring this one back up, break through this resistance level, and that still doesn't signify they've gotten control until they break through 2049, which is the 50-day moving average. As always, hope you guys found this video helpful and informative, and it means you well. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you watched this video. And at the end of this video, there is an add-on video that I will be posting. It's going to pop up very soon. And in that video, I talk about the S&P 500 and how the Federal Reserve is pumping the market. And within the S&P 500, moving several points on the scheduled dates. There's 500 companies within the S&P 500 index. And if the index is moving several points, there are companies moving several points. And they're moving from 30 cents upwards to $3 and maybe even more, right, per share. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but like I always say, profits are profits. If a share is moving per share 30 cents to $3 and that's a profit on your end as an investor, that's a great move. It's all about not making a big amount in one shot, but if not, how many times are you profiting? And they start to add up, truthfully making you a lump sum of money that can sometimes be worth more than that one big score. So check out the video. I'm not there to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just there to inform you guys and enlighten every single investor and viewer with the great news that there's an opportunity to make profits based off of this information. And you have to do your research and due diligence, right? But I'm just there to enlighten everyone and inform everyone that there's an opportunity to maximize profits, minimize losses while the market's going up and even as it's going down. Check out the video. Don't miss out on it. Great news there and great information. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.